there guys, happy weekend. In today's video I'm going to be doing two things. So first thing, I'm really excited about changing up my house. If you've watched my rental home tour, which I will link above, you'll know that I try and keep the house looking exciting and fresh, but you know, it's just really hard when you're renting and it's kind of like a dingy house. So I want to switch up my bedroom and the study in order to maximize on this yucky winter dreariness and get a bit of light. And then I want to show you guys some of the gifts I got for my 30th birthday and just talk about what it means for me to be 30. So let's get into the video. So the first challenge was removing the mattress by myself, which was well and truly a feat, but hey, this is what I go to the gym for. So getting that out of the room so that I've got a little bit more space to start cleaning. Then I'm putting all the sheets in the wash because there is nothing that I live for more than a set of fresh sheets. I do try and use all natural washing detergent and washing soaker, so that's what I'm putting in here. And while that's on, I can get down to business. Then I'm going to be using a distilled white vinegar on just a microfiber cloth and going around and giving the room a real good dust down, making sure I'm getting behind the bed, on the skirting timbers, the windowsill, behind the backs of the bedside tables, so that when the room is closed off, I know that it is already super clean. I'm also pulling out the bedside tables so that when I come in with the vacuum cleaner, I can get in behind them because they do have a tendency to get a little bit dusty behind there. Next, I'm starting to move all the stuff from the study into this room and getting in there with the vacuum cleaner. I love my Dyson. I bought it like a good solid couple of years ago, but have had absolutely no problems with it and just go around the whole house. Here I'm getting up on the cornices just to get any stray bugs, spiders, etc. and moving into my study. Well, was once my study, is now my bedroom. Starting to file the bigger objects over first and pack up all the little small bits and pieces. Next up is my desk. That is not going in the front room, but I'm going to take that down to the back room, which is kind of like our wardrobe room, and that will be my makeshift study from now on. This room is clear and it's time to vacuum in here, get in all the corners, and same as I did in our bedroom, make sure I take the nozzle off and get around on the skirting timbers and in the cornices, give this room a whole fresh feel so that I can move the mattress in and start the switching over process. So, current progress. This room, which used to be my filming room, is now going to be our bedroom. As you can see, there's a heap of light coming in. I'm only doing like one little bedside table of sorts, and obviously all our bedding is in the wash, so that's not finished yet. And then this room, which used to be our bedroom, is now like my stuff room. So I've got all the stuff from my office is now in here. I mean, at least this bookcase is like nice and tidy and organized, but clearly like the bed and that side of the room doesn't look very crash hot. But I really just plan on closing the blinds here and shutting this room up. Now that it's all dusted and clean, we really shouldn't need to go in there at all. And after the bedding is sorted, I will give you guys a little update. So here are some of the goodies that I got from my birthday. A nice puffer jacket from my mum. Gratitude journal. One of my favorite things was this box of special notes from all my co-workers. I've unwrapped a few, as you can see, but the rest will be like little treats that I can pull out just when I need a little bit of a pick-me-up. Some teas. A really cool sort of vintage artwork from an op shop. My sisters know me well. They also got me these 2 books of poetry. So they're all from my sisters. From my mum, I got some of these beauty products and a nice face oil. She also got me the jacket and a whole heap of yummy treats. I got a heap more that are away. But the big item was the Canon PowerShot G7X, which I'm recording on right now and absolutely love. And that was a present from Dave. And I'll show you some of the amazing flowers I got as well. Here are 2 beautiful bouquets and some of my cards. Another 2 lovely bouquets of roses, my absolute favourite. And then these lovely yellow lilies from my nan. Cannot forget this super cute pink 30 balloon, which I loved dragging around after work. So I recently turned 30 and I'm not going to lie, I spent a large portion of the year of 29 just worrying, not about being 30, because the number itself didn't really worry me, but just being concerned that I hadn't gotten enough done by the time that I was 30. I mean, originally growing up, I sort of envisioned that by 30, I'd be married, I'd be living in my own home, I have 2 kids, I'd be done having kids, and that I'd be living like a life that is essentially very different from the one that I am now. But in saying that, that vision that I had as, you know, a kid didn't sort of take into account all the things that I actually have done. So sometimes you can dwell on all the things that you haven't achieved, that you've wanted to accomplish, but it just hasn't happened, instead of paying attention and being appreciative of the things that you have done and the experiences and life lessons that you've learned along the way. Growing up, I never had this desire to travel, but then when I traveled for the first time overseas when I was 21, I got an absolute travel bug. And, you know, since then, you know, in the space of 9 years, I've been to, you know, a lot of different states in America. I've been to Bali twice, New Zealand, I've been to Italy twice, I've been to a lot of different countries in Europe, and then, and Hawaii as well, which, you know, is America, but whatever. And then at the end of this year, my sisters and I are going back, well, for me, back to America, and then we're going to Canada. So I never took into account growing up that I would be doing all this traveling. And clearly I never anticipated growing up that I would be divorced. So if you want me to do a video on like that experience and what I learned from it, make sure you give this one a thumbs up. But essentially when I was 25, I did get divorced. Clearly was not part of my life plan, but these things happen, and I can definitely say that I learned so much from the experience. I learned so much about relationships, but I feel like I learned so much about myself, and I grew so much from that experience, particularly in like my self-confidence and my inner strength. And I certainly wouldn't want to go through that experience again, but I know that it was such a learning experience for me. So, you know, that was like a nice big chunk of my 20s, which clearly, you know, impeded upon like certain steps that I hope to take afterwards. But things still are in the works. I mean, I'm in a relationship. I've been with, you know, Dave for 3 years now. We've bought a block. We're, you know, putting the steps together to build our own house, and I never anticipated in my wildest dreams that I would have a brand new house. I just hoped that one day I would own my own. So that's like, you know, something way better than I anticipated would happen to me. And you know, one day those kids will come, and I'm sure marriage will come and whatnot. So I feel like I've got things to look forward to, and I can safely say that I'm not worried about being 30, and I'm not worried about going into my 30s. In fact, I'm excited because I feel like I have so much left to do and so many things that I am excited about, and you know, looking forward to checking off my list. Like, I want to do more traveling, I want to build this house, like I said, marriage, kids, etc., all that great stuff. And I'm excited about little things too, like I want to have my own vegetable patch, and I want to get more into sustainability, and I want to read more books and get into yoga more. And I'm so grateful that, you know, 3 years ago I started going to the gym, but I want to improve upon that even more. So I feel like life actually kind of begins, for me anyway, at 30. There are so many things I'm thankful for, so many great things to come along. So if you're watching this right now and you're nearing your 30s or nearing your 40s or whatever, maybe you're only just getting into your 20s, who knows, whatever the situation might be excited about the opportunities that are yet to come. Be thankful for the learning experiences that you've had along the way, good and bad, because they've shaped you into the person that you are today. And don't be dwelling on the things that you haven't done or wishing that you could make things different. Instead, be excited. And when you have that positive energy and put out those vibrations, good things will return to you. I think I have done maybe a video on the law of attraction. I've talked about it previously. Even though I'm a Christian, it's, you know, still something that I just like believe in life. You know, whatever you put out, you're going to get back. So I'm choosing right now to put out good vibes, good energy, good feelings for the year of 30, and I absolutely know that amazing things are going to come my way. If you guys enjoyed this video, I know it was very random of changing my room and like very lifestyle, and then I'm turning 30 and like deep and meaningful chats and whatever, but make sure you do give it a thumbs up, and please hit that subscribe button because I upload a new video every single Saturday. I hope you guys have a fantastic week, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye guys.